Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legends Symbiosis. So today we gotta talk about direction. We have a start. I don't know if it's a great start, but it's definitely a start. We have to figure out how to convert what we have now into victory somehow. So let's talk about the victory conditions and how we might approach them. What looks reasonable here? Elimination and score by time limit are not real victory conditions. Expansion, obviously, is unavailable to us. We cannot own any more than one region. So we're left with these, the actual victory conditions, I might call them. The internal victory conditions: economic, diplomatic, wonder, and scientific. Obviously, of these, we can only really be aiming for one. My suspicion is that an economic victory is unlikely for us. We have a pretty dust-poor start. In fact, we are, negative on dust here, even while we're sitting at fervent. And we don't really have a ton of ability to control how much dust we produce from trade routes. We could get trade routes going, right? We can negotiate for peace with people. We could build right-of-way and just try to get as many trade routes running out with everybody else as possible. But the fact is, without the ability to run multiple trade route centers, without the ability to get the advantage of multiple copies of caravanseries and the extra trade route buildings, I don't think an economic victory is super likely. Diplomatic victory is certainly more realistic than an economic victory. In order to get an economic victory, we'd have to be negotiating peace with multiple factions, and if we're able to get good diplomatic relationships going with multiple factions, a diplomatic victory is probably more realistic anyway. We are already incentivized to generate lots of influence, which is something that we need to work on in the near future. So, I don't know, this is possible. A wonder victory, I think, is unlikely. We are not in a super high industry area. We're definitely more food than industry. And we didn't get the megapole, which is certainly going to hurt. Yeah, I don't think there's any realistic version of us winning the wonder victory. Keep in mind, with the Endless Legend community patch, the Temple of the Earth's core is much more expensive than it is in the base game, which is fair because it's actually extremely easy to build without the community patch on. So, yeah, I don't think a wonder victory is realistic. A scientific victory actually could be. I would say that I think diplomatic is more likely, but we could potentially win a scientific victory, I suppose. I do consider scientific to be one of the easier... It's probably the easiest internal victory, honestly. So it's always a possibility. We're certainly going to try to continue improving our research, because at the very least, we will need good science to make sure our military is still strong, and we will need good military to keep the Broken Lords from destroying us. I would like to say also, I think a quest victory is pretty unlikely. In order to win a quest victory, we'd have to have an army sufficient to run out into the world and do all of the steps of the faction quest, while also being strong enough to sit at home and defend our one city from being attacked. And if we have an army that is that strong, it honestly might be worth going for a supremacy victory anyway. It might turn out to be faster. So realistically, I think we're looking at like supremacy, scientific, diplomatic. We definitely need to have a strong military no matter what, because we have a Broken Lord neighbor who is, I'm sure, going to be looking for people to devour. So realistically, I think we might be headed in the direction of a supremacy victory, but we'll keep an eye on how feasible it is to make friends and maybe win diplomatically. That said, yeah, no matter what, we got to be ready for pink. What is the deal with pink? They have red and green as neighbors. We don't know enough about the rest of the world, and that's a problem we have to solve, by the way, to know exactly how strong they are or how much danger they're in. But it is unlikely that we will be able to just declare war on pink and beat them by ourselves. They have a significant economic advantage, both from being a high-level AI and also from not being the cult. So if we are going to fight them, we're going to have to look for an opportunity to combine forces with somebody else. Green is likely. Actually, I don't think I realized how bad Green's position was. I guess we can't really see down very far. There might be more territory down there, but Green might be getting strangled here, and we definitely are playing a part in that. If Green ends up looking weak, Pink will declare war on them, Has that happened, actually? Yeah, it actually has. Okay. So with green and pink at war, we have probably an opportunity here. We could swoop in and just be the death knell for green, probably pretty easily. But I think it benefits us way more in the long term to do that to pink. Or at least to make it so that pink can't take any of green's land. So how are we going to do that? Well, we need to get Nameless Guard. But I think a more urgent problem is the fact that we don't have the industry to build an army quickly right now. So let's worry about that problem. Canal Locks is very, very powerful for a city that is going to have high population. So we probably need to get this sooner than I was intending to get it. I was hoping to have time to pick up, public granary and to actually build our alchemy workshop and stuff. Oh no, we totally did build our alchemy workshop. Yeah, no, we're fine on science for a while then. Yeah, I was hoping to have time to build public granary, but we maybe need to do this, urgently. So let's make that a priority. We certainly don't need Central Market anytime in the next 18 turns. And remember, if we conquer a city, we get a bunch of industry stockpiles that can be put toward the purpose of making more troops. So we will be able to snowball a little bit if we could just peel a couple points of population off of Pink's empire. Can we accelerate this research a little bit? 4 turns is fast, but I need it to be faster. What burrow are we building? We're building this burrow. Ooh, we got our titanium extractor up. Bringing in 2.6 titanium per turn. That's still low. Yeah, we need more. We need more fortresses, frankly. Alright, if we move people over to science, how fast can we get that? Only 1 turn off? Oh, you know what, though? Let's not forget. We earned the Tier 3 titanium and glass steel accessory tech. So we actually can't quite afford to apply this powerful titanium tome, which would almost double the science output of our citizens. And even if we could apply it, I'd be a little leery about doing it right now because we're going to need that titanium to build troops with the Order of Asivir. Okay, so if we're assuming that it's going to take us 3 turns to get hydrology, how many people can we move off of science while that is still true? Quite a few, it looks like. Okay, it's only going to take 3 people here to get that done. What do we do with our other 5 population? This district is good, but not great. I'm wondering if maybe it would be better to focus on... Yeah, really focus on population for 3 turns. And then as soon as hydrology is finished, we had to focus hard on getting the canal locks done. And once they're done, we can start actually building troops. We probably need to research Nameless Guard right after that. Yeah, our food is getting pushed back, which I do not love. I think this is the plan. Get our canal locks researched, get them built, and then start building troops up, and hopefully we will be fast enough to keep Pink from spiraling out of control. Yeah, man, hopefully. Okay. What else? What else? We need to get control of this island. We need to, I don't know, just search sea ruins and... Oh, hey, this region's neutral. Wasn't this green before? Alright, well that gives us a new goal. If this region is not controlled by green, and we can take it without having to declare war on them, we must do so. Part of the reason that I was so eager to settle on the coast here, more eager than I would have been probably with other factions, is that the ocean is so important for the cult. It's great for everybody. The ocean regions are very powerful. Try to get ocean control if you can start near the coast. But because the cult is so limited in their ability to get new resources, particularly new strategic and luxury resources, particularly if you start near other players, and thus cannot safely convert villages to get stuff out of other regions for you, you really, really, really want to settle near the coast if you're the cult. I would say if you have to not settle on the first turn, it's probably usually worth it. If you have to change regions, it is honestly, it may be worth it. It is really valuable. Like, if you are trying to play smart as the cult, you really have to figure out how you are going to get to the coast. You don't necessarily have to put your city center on it, but if you don't, then understand that you are making it so that you will have to commit significantly more resources to get ocean regions, because the other players will prioritize them. So yeah, we are definitely, as much as I want green to live and to not get consumed by pink, we are definitely going to cut them off at the knees in the ocean if we can. We need these ocean regions. So who has movement left? You guys have movement left. Do I think we need the Silix to come over here? Because it would be great if the Silix could just explore north, wouldn't it? I wish we had a Sisters of Mercy unit that we could look at to compare stats. Oh! This attack includes the capital. Okay, well, we can very easily burn this city down, because we're going to get the capital garrison on that. So maybe what I want to do is have these guys step over here. We'll attack this city at the beginning of this turn, at the beginning of next turn, convert it after we burn it, and then get a new quest from this village over here, and hopefully they'll be a little bit more reasonable. Because we cannot as safely attack... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the city garrison in on that one. So, if we're being hopeful... Well, I guess I don't have to make a decision right now anyway, because these guys don't have any movement left. But maybe we can pacify this region without needing them, and they can instead go and explore and search ruins and stuff for us. Because we could really use some boost still. We still need to get lucky. Okay. Limit green's growth, but try to forge a lifelong friendship with them afterward. Fight green, or fight pink, meet red. We got a lot of stuff we need to do. Alright, let's commit. I think we have the plan. It's just a matter of actually implementing it. Oh, we are about to experience an eclipse. That's interesting. Let's figure out what's going on over here. Oh, that minor faction ship that I was worried was going to break our fortress. It broke their fortress. That's what happened. Their fortress that is right there. Interesting. He does not have enough movement to reclaim it. Oh, it has an adamantium facility. Okay. How much damage did he take during that battle? It looks like he's outfitted about the same as we are. 106 life, 37 attack, 56 defense. In fact, yeah, he's exactly the same as we are. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break one of the ships off. We're going to search this. The sea ruins, sea ruins sometimes have really cool stuff in them. Also, religious fervor started. Cool. Hooray for influence. Then we're going to attack this guy, blow him up real fast, and then we're going to take that fortress, because that is my fortress, and then we're going to hunt down the rest of these fortresses and try to... Aw, you coward. I mean, that was the right move, but you coward. I think we ignore him. Right, we just charge the fortress and take it over. Because he can't get it back from us. We do need to kill him. One problem at a time. Definitely, we are prioritizing the fortress over him. I don't know why. The movement algorithm, well, obviously you have to go around the enemy. Here we're doing this thing. We know what we're doing here. So this should be very easy, and it will generate XP for the heroes. This is really nice. We want to move this up. We do not need that preacher. So they only have 2 move each. If we start like this, they actually can't even attack us on the first turn. And our melee units will run in front of us. If we want to back up and shoot at them... What are they going to do? You're going to move to here or here, meaning that I could attack you safely from that position in either one of those. You're going to move to here almost certainly, which means that if I back up to here, I'll be able to shoot at you. Yeah, and then we just let the melee units run forward and do the thing that they do. Just to say, melee people. And on the Seer is a way better fighter than some Sisters of Mercy are. Okay, that's pretty much resolved. The sisters are not going to be able to get anything accomplished here. Alright, it's lucky that we were so close to the capital. I don't know how the units got across the water quickly enough to be part of this battle. But listen, I'm just glad they're here. Alright, so then we convert. I believe you actually have to use a cultist unit to do conversion. Yeah. Your army doesn't have a non-mercenary major faction unit. 43 is expensive, but we gotta get these villages online. Alright, and then you guys can help with the business of blowing up this village if we have to. Come on, easy quest with a good reward. Turn to this village with an army that contains a minimum of 3 minor faction units. It just so turns out we have 3 minor faction units. 20 Moonleaf. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Things are going okay over here. So yeah, your services will not be needed. In fact, we will need you over here to search these ruins. Just have these guys hang out right there. We can grab this and that very quickly. Pink is probably going to get to do the Eclipse search on this one. And also, I don't want to walk over there because I'm worried they'll just kill me. Okay, we have a plan. We are moving in a direction. I think things are looking pretty good here. We have to make sure that we get this, though. I guess it doesn't really matter. I suppose the reason we want to do this very quickly at the beginning of the turn is that we don't know what the status of Green's Navy is. If they have other ships down here, we don't want to give them time to move into reinforcement range. I would love to just talk to this fortress and try to get a quest from it, but if we don't take it, Green's just going to take it immediately, and then we will lose the quest anyway. Come on, quickly. Attack. Alright, mine. And then Green attacks it, but we are in range to play defense. None of our stuff starts on the field. And there is no meaningful weather here. I mean, we just attack, right? I guess it doesn't really benefit me to let him pick a target. I think we just move forward a little bit. Okay. And now we get him. Now we have him for sure. Right, because this was a possibility last time. If we had let that attack happen, we just take damage for nothing, and then we still have to fight him again next turn. Alright, we have revealed the location of another fortress over here. Okay, that ruin's going to have to wait. And we know that this fortress also exists. These are both green, it looks like. You can see a little bit of green around them on the map. So, if we're trying to ingratiate ourselves with green, we're doing a bad job. But also, there's an awful lot of resources at play here. Well, we should probably grab one of the 3 movement confluxes that spawned on this island. Go ahead and grab this. And then go and complete the quest. 130 dust, extremely welcome. Look at that. We very rarely actually get to do this quest. Pop the Moonleaf, because that is plus 50% science. And that means hydrology is a 1-turn research, and then convert. I guess you can jump out and grab that movement conflux. We'll go over here and convert this city as well. And all of a sudden, we have all these extra resources coming in. Unfortunately, there are no strategics or luxuries yet revealed on this island. Hopefully that will change. And you get to search that once and this twice. Red is necrophages. Oh, interesting. Do we get a front row seat to the Thunderdome, which is maybe a bad thing. Guess we'll see how stuff works out. Bunch of dust and also some quicksilver. To be perfectly honest with you, by the way, in regards to our faction quest, we kind of already have the thing that I wanted most. The Order of Asivir is the big reward. So if we don't get to advance our faction quest too much further, I'm not too broken up about it. Obviously, we have a pretty easy thing here. But I remember there being some stuff in this that can sometimes be a stumbling block. May you grow prosperous and fat. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I get the creepy thing that you are implying. So we're just going to run as fast as we can away from those guys. Interesting, that's a settler. Oh, blue's right here as well. You usually don't see the AI going for non-contiguous settles. I'm surprised that red is doing this. We should probably kill that settler. Yeah, probably. Alright, as much as I want to go and search stuff, let's be ready to do that. Also, kind of want to meet blue now that I know that there's a player over here. It might be to our benefit, actually, to wait. Let him finish moving, and then we just attack him, and then end turn, and then attack again at the beginning of the turn. If I run over and attack him, then I potentially have to chase him. Probably doesn't work out too well for us. Alright, so we're converting over here, and then we're just getting in the water. You can just get in the water and explore. And the way things go down here is going to depend a lot on the strength of Green's navy. I probably could have moved some more people over off of food, or off of science. I don't know, whatever. We'll rebalance the city at this point anyway. Oh, that's just sitting there empty. Another adamantium facility and a couple of sealed up facilities. Over here we have some lice. Oh, is this the Urkan region? No, it is not. How did these lice get over here? Weird. Right, how expensive is this? 63. You know what? Worth it. Hey, do it. There we go. Yeah, okay. That is a green settler. Notice the red settler has declined to move. Well, I'm just going to run over here and attack him. Oh, we also have a pink settler to worry about. Man, why am I the one who has to kill everybody? I might just let pink handle that from there, because we probably have to deal with this one. Okay, if I attack him from... Oh, there's a cliff there. That's awkward. If I attack him from over here, we're unlikely to get attacked back. But we might not be able to finish the job, depending on how he wants to move. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so now this is converted. You guys can just go over here and get in the water. We can do some more exploration. The preacher and his... I mean, this is definitely the thing that the cult is supposed to be, right? A preacher and a... sort of just a mob of any minor factions he was able to pick up along the way. I'm just gonna move this guy over to this other village so he's potentially in range in case stuff happens. We could even use this Justiciar to attack this settler. I might want to let green through, honestly, if we want them to potentially survive. It doesn't really help me for them to survive, I guess. It's just in the sense that they might provide a valuable ally. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do with them. Let's get you in the water and we'll figure it out on the fly here. This quest was to give them 100 dust. At this point, that might be worth doing. We might actually be able to get that quest done. Alright. Let's talk about the canal system and the canal locks. The canal locks, which I have very strong feelings about. If we put everybody on industry, we can get that in 4 turns. Alright, I like 4 turns. How many people can I pull off of industry and keep it at 4? Because we should definitely keep pumping food as much as we can. Alright. So we are now at 8+4. Every converted village... the point of population comes to the capital, so that's one reason it's really important to get a lot of conversions. We do not have the influence to do a lot more converting, but we definitely have to keep Horlakin safe. If this settler is headed toward Horlakin, it's dead. If it's headed toward Histrel instead, I don't know, we might let it live in that case. I think our number one most important thing... Oh, our number one most important thing is actually the pink settler. Yeah. This is the thing we are going to pay the most attention to. Just need to get this move committed, and then as soon as we are in battle over here. Oh, right, I'm in their territory. What am I thinking? Well, at least we're making it awkward for them to move this way. Green has closed their borders to us, which probably doesn't matter much. Definitely attack this. Oh. Over here. That's just a boarding vessel. That's that settler getting in the water. Now, we probably don't actually want to attack them in the water. Oh, blue is also necrophages. Oh my. What a world. Yeah, I don't... I'm concerned about everything that's happening here. A supremacy victory may not be very hard to win, because it might be the case that by the time we're ready to fight, there's only 1 or 2 player capitals left. So this... what is this attack? Oh, that's just us stealing the fortress. You know, I panicked here. I probably shouldn't have pulled back. Because what we should have done is just gone south. If this is also empty, we could prevent them from being able to attack us, right? By just turning the region orange. Yeah, that was a mistake. So this guy is higher level than we are. I don't have an action point, so we can't attack him. Moving 2 spaces down here does not give me the ability to reach this bastion in time. I definitely screwed up here. I guess we could just move over here and then attack him immediately at the beginning of the turn. But he's just going to retreat. And then he's still here, and he's still a threat, so we can't safely move after... Yeah, I screwed up really badly here. I should have just run south. We'll attack him at the beginning of the turn, see how that goes. We might break one of the ships off afterward and head south to see if this fortress is empty, because it definitely won't take all 3 of us to kill him post-retreat. Alright, you guys, I think, just want to get on land. Search the temple ruins located in Horlaken. Okay, I can do that. While many peoples boast of the reach and power of their empires, this village will only be impressed if you can truly prove your world-spanning power by crossing the oceans of Auriga. The legends tell of an object hidden in an ancient temple on the other side of the seas. If you can get there, recover it, and bring it back, they will surely be in awe of your might, and more than happy to ally with you. Alright, so we're going to earn ourselves a pretty good staff. And then we just got to talk to the village again. Equip it on a hero and return to them. Oh, that's a taller order. Yeah, that's that's a real shame. I thought we were going to get a quick pacification there. So there's pink dudes and blue dudes everywhere. The Harmonite probably actually need to just like get in the water and hide for a little bit. Yeah, the situation has become more precarious. I did not realize how much danger we were in. And blue's the one who has the megapole, right? Science. Yes, the megapole and the museum. That's a problem. I'm concerned now more about blue than I am about pink. Well, to some extent, we're gonna have to just kind of wait and see how this all unfolds without us. I don't know how much I can help here. All right, as far as this settler, it looks like he's headed for this region. I'm just gonna let him go, I think. If we let him inhabit this region, he potentially poses a threat to any villages we might convert over here. But that's also true. Like, even if we don't let him, then blue just settles it, right? And that's even worse for us. So I think we're just going to let this guy go. I'm just going to get back on... Do I want to get back on land? No, I probably want to go around here and get ready to potentially search these regions. Although I suppose if I run over here, there's a chance we just get attacked by all these stalwarts in the water. So, when your ships are embarked, or when your units are embarked, they're in this transport ship unit. We can have naval battles with them, but they'll be the transport ships rather than the actual units, because you can't just get out and fight on the water. Transport ships are pretty much the same for everybody, so like the Justiciar is not actually able to beat this settler in a fight because the transport ships are very similar. Obviously, we would get totally slaughtered 4v1, so I think maybe we just head up this way. We cannot quite get on land. I just don't want to be in range of them. They only have 3 move. We're over like here somewhere. We're safe and we're still in range to make some decisions. Yeah. They don't have enough move to hit us here. We could potentially land on this shore. We could potentially land on that shore. We can figure out whatever is most appropriate. Okay. We're working on stuff. Doing our jobs. So do we want to just have this guy jump in the water real fast? I think so, right? He's just going to get murdered by necrophages or broken lords or something if we don't. We hit this button so that he does that as quickly as possible, and then we're going to attack green over here. Keep in mind the weather's going to move 2 tiles to the east, so that seaweed... Or no, I guess 1 tile to the east. That seaweed's not a major problem. We can sail around it now. Yep, you are just going to retreat. You do not have an action point anymore because you retreated. So I think what we're going to do is keep the level 2 boarding vessel over here to fight you off. Okay, I did not do that. That's true. The Urkan Fakir is now tamed by the red necrophages. Huh, how did they get out here? That's pretty far away from where we understand red to be. We need to get a better handle on what is going on in the world. I'm very concerned. So even though this guy has worse stats, he should be able to kill... Man, maybe I want to leave 2 units up here. Yeah, let's leave a 2nd unit up here just in case. And you are going to come down and try to figure out what is going on with this other fortress. Because if it's sitting there empty like these 2 were, we're just going to claim the ocean region. Okay, you guys need to get me any kind of value at all. I just need something. Nothing. That is the opposite of something. It is as though they heard me and then openly mocked me. Somebody took the eclipse search off of this ruin already. I assume it was blue or pink. I don't know what I want to do with you. Let's hide in this dust blizzard. So during the eclipse, dust blizzard weather appears all over the place. You can hide in it. It makes you stealthed. Units that are adjacent to you will still be able to see you, but it's a lot safer than just sitting out in the open. So you can see these guys have this weird look to them because they are in a dust blizzard. We can see them because we are adjacent. I think I might hang out right here. Or maybe like... Yeah, they could jump in the water and then attack us. I don't think that's super likely. Maybe I'll back up a little bit in the hopes that they will forget that I'm here. But mostly we're just looking around with these units. We desperately, desperately need to look around. We need a better understanding of the world. Hey, I was going to let you go, but you are not allowed to settle over here. This is my island. So obviously dude just retreats, and then we attack him again at the beginning of next turn. And I guess you guys may as well search this ruin. Captain Piku, an honorable leader, chose to remain with the bones of the crew who went down with her ship. The captain sits on the captain's chair, throne-like amid the ruins of a sunken fortress and the chests that contain the memories of her lost crew. So far, Piku has managed to prevent the enemy, all manner of pirates, looters, scavengers, and ne'er-do-wells, from stealing any of the relics in this place, as she considers it not a hiding place, but the tomb of her deceased team. More troublemakers are coming for her, and she'll willingly accept your help in return for a treasure from her own belongings. Never that of her crew, of course. So pirates have heard about Piku's horde. Eliminate all of the enemy units in Magomaj. That's unfortunate. The pirate ship, or the pirate fleet that is generated by this, is not something we can actually fight right now. and they might break our control of the sea region. They might come over here and attack the fortress. I don't know if they will or not. Let's hope not, because we can't... Yeah, I definitely cannot fight them. So they have a boarding vessel and a fire ship. We're familiar with those. They also have an artillery ship. Artillery ships do a lot more damage than other ships when they're upgraded anyway, and they have considerable range. But they also have the artillery trait, which causes them to lose a bunch of their attack and damage if they're attacked by something that's adjacent to them. So you can use, basically they're ranged units, right? You can use boarding vessels the same way you use cavalry to disrupt archers on land. But we don't have enough bodies for this fight, really. And then they also have a bathysphere, which is like a kind of a weird, bad infantry unit. It has its uses, but I don't like them very much. Certainly not as the sort of thing you would build a lot of. They are good against fire ships because they can submerge, and thus they are not super vulnerable to fire. Yeah, I guess we don't have to worry about those guys too much. Okay, so this is the number one most important thing at the beginning of this coming turn. We're going to have Nameless Guard finished in a second here. Do I want to grab Central Market next? The value of Diplomats, Mance, has definitely decreased now that we know that almost half of the players in this game are necrophages. We probably don't need this next. So the question is, like, do we go back and get marketplace access so that we can hire a military hero, which is a thing we do want to do, and we want to do this before Green bans us from the market? Or do we want to grab, like, Public Granary? You know, honestly, we're going to be building troops for a while. Let's pick up something that doesn't require us to spend industry to get value out of. Whew, I am a little worried. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, Green, but you cannot settle on this island. This is my island. Also, we have to keep it clear so that Urkan can spawn here. It would be really cool if I could get an Urkan on my side. Obviously, we don't have to think very hard about that. Huh. They survived retreating from me? They shouldn't have had any health. Oh, you know what? They have a health regen conflux. Okay, so we've encountered purple out on the ocean. Green has attacked our fortress because he hates living, presumably. Oh, I did this wrong. I opened myself up to the same thing that I was worried about last time. Yeah, you need to get the hell out of there, man. Yeah, see, I let his ship shoot me twice instead of just once. And of course, his ship did crazy huge damage. That's a fire ship searching that ruin. Looks like we can just barely get adjacent here. Oh, thank God it's empty. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, there we go. So now we control the sea region. We got ourselves another glass steel facility, an awful lot of closed facilities, which could be really good for us. That could mean that there's some really powerful stuff in there. Now we need to flee from these pirates. I'm going to just throw my ships in the garrison here. Ships heal a lot faster when they're in a fortress. So we're basically up by the top of the world. Oh, interesting. A center of influence facility. So this deducts influence output from other players and increases your own influence output at the same time. I think we might want to have these guys go and check that out. Ooh, spices. Yeah, we're definitely popping a spice booster. More food. More population, always. I probably only actually want one unit to go and check this out, right? Because transport ships are so weak that having 4 units together is not likely to make them able to fight anything on the ocean. There's that pink settler. We might... Yeah, I can jump up on land and attack them here. Oh, that army might still be in the fog, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. It looks like they don't have reinforcements. I'm not going to bring in my reinforcements either, just in case they do. Units that are stealthed do not show up on this page. Okay, so it's possible that they could have had those guys there. Alright, well, we are in position to stop some settling. We're doing a pretty good job of negatively affecting our enemy's number of regions without having to engage in a whole lot of dangerous city fighting, which I do appreciate. So we're going to have to attack them again. I think that the health regen conflux will not regen them enough health to survive another retreat. Kind of surprised they're not using any of their movement, though. They should be able to just settle the city. I mean, if they're going to screw up and not do it, I'm not going to complain. So we have another point of population here. I think we can pull one person off. Oh, actually. How many people can we pull off of this thing and still get the canal lock done in one turn? Okay, that's the magic number. Do I want to move some of these people off of food and maybe onto dust? Just thinking, you know, we want to be able to hire a military hero probably as soon as possible, because we got to get them leveling. We're going to need to generate a lot of influence. So we got to keep converting villages. But we got to keep converting villages as far from enemy players as possible. Yeah, let's get this hero, and then we're probably going to have some number of people on influence. Remember, continuing to level up our hero is generating us a lot of extra influence because these influence boost traits are based on the hero's level. We are also going to be getting more points of proselytizer, probably as a pretty high priority. I definitely want to get Cold Operator first, but we'll come back and claim the rest of this as well. Alright, let's hit end turn here, and hopefully this guy won't wait for us to commit the end of our turn and then run over and settle. I guess not that we could do anything about it anyway, but that is absolutely what he is doing. You coward. Wait, he moved once, and then he forgot what he was... Okay, attack. Yes, this guy does not have enough health to survive another retreat. I'll quickly grab this dude as well. Man, I wish killing settlers gave a little bit more value. I know I'm greedy. I just want... Since we're doing it so much, it would be cool if we got a better reward than just the enemy can't settle stuff. Alright, we got ourselves 50 dust, and hey look, it's a new Urkan. This new Urkan would like 30 grass silk. Well, we cannot provide that. We also have no hope of being able to fight him with these units. But, now that we know where he is, maybe we can find some grass silk in a ruin or something? I should probably be checking that out. I'm just totally, my brain is totally locked now on, oh, maybe we can search a ruin and get a thing. We'd have to get pretty lucky to get 30 grass silk. Well, we got the Dish of Canuck, which will serve as a pretty good shield. Honestly, a pretty disappointing ruin search there. Now we know where Purple's capital is and where they've built the megapole. That's good intel. You definitely need to get back in the water, though, or you are going to get killed. Awful lot of units sitting in that garrison. We cannot quite make it over to the ruin, but we will head in the direction of this ruin. You guys, I guess, are just running... And we can see sparkles. This city has a small garrison and very weak fortifications. That's certainly interesting. If I were to declare war on blue, probably they would not be able to retaliate too much. Now that we know... Hold on. Now that we know more players, let's get an idea of what is going on with war. So the only war is the war between pink and green, which has not progressed any. The green hasn't lost any territory. Okay, it looks like we got our sea regions locked up, like, just in time, too. So, with us knowing the position of this Urkan and the thing that it wants, I wonder if maybe we should grab Imperial coinage. Well, we're not going to have enough money to buy 30 grass silk, even if 30 grass silk is up on the market, right? Because we're going to want to buy a hero. If we buy a hero, plug him into this army, run these guys up here instead of back into the water. I'm wondering if we could declare surprise war and take Relia and get 3 industry stockpiles for free. Hurt the player who is probably in the lead, without them having much ability to fight back, because they'd have to cross Pink's Land to get to us. And get some free stockpiles to work with. It's very compelling. It's a very compelling idea. Can we get Mercenary Market this turn? If I come back and assign a bunch of people to science? How many people have to go on science? 4. Okay. And we don't know how much dust it's going to actually take to buy the hero, so I think we're going to do this for 1 turn. Yeah, I can't even look at the market. We're not banned, right? I don't think so. I don't think Green has had time to ban us. Okay. What do I want to do with you guys? Getting them in the water is probably not super helpful. We've searched the ruins around here. I guess they're not providing us any benefit at all just sitting on the island, though. Let's get them in the water, and they can, like, explore the rest of our sea region. There are probably some ruins left. Alright, so we're going to have access to the mercenary market. Our hope is that we can run a bunch of units toward Relia, buy a hero, attach them to this army, attack Relia, and burn it. And then we gotta flee very quickly from Blue's territory after doing that. This might be a dumb idea, but also, it might be free stuff. It might be free stuff without having to work very hard. Who doesn't love free stuff? So you need to run. Hopefully Blue does not consider this to be worth pulling units out of their garrison to pursue. Heroes are cheap enough to buy. Okay. Hold on. Let's keep an eye on what's going on over here. They're running a settler out this way. We will be able to kill that settler in their territory if we are at war with them. Yeah, okay. We're going to go for this. You are just going to poke your head out over here. Still controlled by the neutrals. Well, let's have a chat. Doesn't hurt to take the quest. While your troops are generally well-trained and reliable, some of the newer recruits, or old ones with a bit of sea in their blood, start murmuring that a bit of booty might be a nice addition to all their hard work and effort. Who are you to disagree? If you're going to conquer fortresses, you might as well conquer some that are going to make your salty dogs wag their grizzled tails. So conquer fortresses to gain 6 more luxury resource facilities on top of the ones you already have. Probably we are not going to be able to do that. Interestingly, we can see the border of the sea region here. So this might be a 1-fortress region. Although getting control of it would not guarantee that we'd be safe with it, because obviously we're going to be at war with Blue. Man, if we go to war with Blue, I do think we're going to have a hard time getting out of it. Okay, 6 titanium, that's fine. But, like I said, this gives us the chance to harm the player who is in the lead while getting 3 industry stockpiles for ourselves to get our army kickstarted. Because this is definitely, like, the turn where we should start building army, right? Right, we should get this thing done first. But we're doing this, right? Yeah, so we'll get the canal system done right away, and then we'll start powering out Nameless Guard with the Order of Asivir on them. So we go... We have access to some pretty good armor. I don't know that we necessarily actually want to try to use it, because it's pretty expensive, right? Yeah, one of these helms is 6 titanium. Let's start by making them with basic weapons, basic armor, and the trinket. 35% damage, 35% defense, regeneration 2. Hey, the bonus initiative is relevant too. This is just like a really, really powerful trinket. Okay, at this rate of production, we're looking at 304. Okay, so we make almost an entire Nameless Guard each turn. We probably do want to go ahead and finish the Burrow Streets, because it's just like extra resources. It would be valuable. 2 big concerns. 1, if we're at war with Blue, Blue could build ships and come over here and disrupt our ocean regions. Doesn't necessarily seem super likely, but it's a possibility at least. Number 2, what if I can't get them to... What if they just ignore everything else in the game and rush me? And I'm unable to get them to stop. I guess we're going to be building military units, though. I'm going to go for it. Hold on, I know I'm doing this with you. You are going to very, very slowly explore the northern seas. Yeah, we're doing it. Let's buy that combat hero. So, Bella the Bat Sarav is a ranged hero. I do like the ranged heroes quite a bit for the reasons we saw last time. You have Army Health Boost 2, which is fine as far as traits go. You have Army Attack Boost 3, that's a lot more compelling. Army Defense Boost 3, Army Defense Boost 1, Initiative Boost 2. You're just a governor, really. Initiative Boost 2 and range of Army Vision Range Boost 1, and you're ranged. And I rather like Alayi heroes. They're pretty powerful. Tamakrayan has Army Boost and Army Damage Boost, but they're both real low level. And you have Army Initiative Boost. I can't remember. Your tree is super weird. So she's actually a Sister of Mercy. She has a unique faction tree. She's the only Sister of Mercy Lord. So approval, the Blessing 2 capacity, removes negative status effects from a targeted friendly unit, heals the friendly unit and adjacent friendly units for an amount based on damage. Extra health regen is always nice. Yeah, I don't think you're the right call here. No, I think I'd rather have a ranged hero. So the question is, like, Samos Leaper Greenblade versus, like, Sitliowasi, maybe? Probably the next best one. So dude has 55 attack, 38 damage. Those are pretty good base stats. Versus the 49-30 here. It's a lot less damage. But, as an Alayi, Samos Leaper Greenblade will shift during the winter. The Alayi have a light form that they're in during the summer and a dark form that they're in during the winter. And in dark form, he's considerably more dangerous. He also has this Shifting Nova ability, which is a big part of why I like having Alayi units. When he attacks, he heals adjacent allies in light form, and when he attacks in dark form, he does bonus damage to units that are adjacent to the thing he attacked. I really, really do like this unit. I think I'm going to take him despite his slightly worse stats. Because I think he's really, really powerful. Alright, we only have 26 dust left, which is not a lot to use to outfit him. Well, we can equip this, thanks to our adamantium facilities. That's going to make him pretty tough. And then, are we going to be able to afford to upgrade his stuff in any other way? Like, can we even do this? Okay, that's only 8 dust. That's not too bad. Yeah, we can do a little bit of equipping. Does it? It doesn't cost any... No, it doesn't cost any industry, and thus doesn't cost any dust to equip these trinkets. So if we wanted to go... He has Army Initiative Boost 2 already. It's probably not worth paying 22 glass steel to upgrade the level of Army Initiative Boost. But Army Damage Boost 3 is 12 damage plus 15%. This is definitely worth equipping. And then, do we have the ability to put on boots? We can just barely put on boots. Okay, honestly, he's pretty reasonably equipped for where we are in the game. We are going to have to move some citizens in the capital over to Dust. Well, hold on, I want to move first. We stand right here and attack. We will be able to get the Harmonite in as reinforcements. Man, I hope this doesn't turn out to bite me in the ass. I'm pretty sure we're just getting free stuff here. But there could be consequences. So the cost to declare war on blue is cheap. Siege and attack. And like I said, we gotta move some people over to Dust in the capital. I guess it only needs to be one, right? No, it should probably be two. We should probably be positive. Okay. Well, we have some direction here. Let's take a city. It is just 2 militia, but our units are really weak, like extremely bad at fighting. So we want the hero and the justiciar to be in the front. We do have a lot of healing here, I'll say that. You should probably be in the middle, because you are by a large margin the weakest unit here. Oh, I forgot that I had reinforcements coming in. I was thinking, oh, it's not a big deal to put a unit on the reinforcement pad. We should probably, rather than attacking... You know what? With the damage bonus, actually, I do hit for 41. That's like a reasonable amount of damage now. Although it is actually only going to be half that, isn't it? Yeah, let's just throw a buff on the hero real fast. So you should block... Yeah, you should attack that one. Okay. I think this is the right play. It's going to take us a little while to hack through their fortifications, unfortunately. We do have a lot of passive, like, pulse healing, though, which is really nice. Alright, so we want to try to move our units around a little bit. Oh, yeah. So the Drider has this cocoon ability. They stun a friendly unit and increase its defense by 100%. So they web a unit up to heal it for a considerable amount. They just heal it for flat the amount of damage they deal in a turn. I think it's okay for us to allow this to happen to the Harmonite here. It would be best if he didn't get attacked. What I should have done was have this guy zeroed in on this militia so that we knew for a fact he wouldn't do that to the Justiciar, because the Justiciar does not need it. And the Justiciar then could have prevented this guy from getting his attack off. Definitely a small error. We'll move the Kikator around to a position where he can at least heal our Harmonite when he attacks. Okay, I mean, all we really needed was for the guy not to die. Hooray, 6 health. Okay, we came out of that pretty well. Step over here and search this ruin, and then we get to kill this settler as well over the next couple of turns. You need to be in full retreat. There are going to be reprisals. But we've earned ourselves 3 stockpiles. Just plus 100 industry on the city. Now, you can upgrade the value of stockpiles. You can make stockpiles more valuable with technologies in Era 3 and 4. This gives your stockpiles 500 extra output, and this gives them another 1,000 extra output on top of that. If we were a little closer to Era 3, I'd say that it might be worth saving up so that we could spend these after getting unskilled labor. But as it is right now, I really just want to get my military started. So we're going to drop one of these on the city. You can only use one stockpile in each city each turn. We could commit the other two right now, and it would just use one each turn until it ran out of queued up stockpiles. I think I'm gonna... Oh, there's a handy little control. I didn't realize that there was a button here for this. You know what? I was gonna say we should hold off and just try to only use them if we need them, but we're gonna need them. Let's just commit three turns worth of stockpile here. So that'll get us through the canal system and the borough streets and that nameless guard in 3 turns, and get us a good way toward this guy being finished. Yeah, we gotta we gotta fill up our garrison. There are like I said, there are gonna be reprisals. They're gonna have some feelings about the thing we've done here. But I think this is a pretty good place to stop. Hold on. Do they have control of this sea region, so they do have boats. Well, let's hope they don't realize that we have a sea region over here ripe for the taking. I guess we'll at least have some warning before they go after it, right? Yeah, but anyway, like I said, I think this is a good place to stop. We've made some good progress. We've picked a direction. We have control of way more of the map than we used to. And I am confident that we are not going to immediately die as the result of any of our decisions. Can't ask for much more than that, right? This is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow, to see if we can wring any more value out of this war against Blue, and also if we can survive the things that are going to happen to us as a result of this war against Blue. And we'll see you then.